Welcome to the stream. We'll be getting started here in just a second. So 1 minute here, and we'll get started here. Hello. Yes, I can. Can you hear me? Awesome.
Oh yeah. Uh, right now I'm not at my location. I'm outside. That's why you will see some changes here.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
So today is UniFi Access, right?
Yep.
Yep. So let me pull it up here. So for those of you joining, today's live stream topic is UniFi Access. We'll be talking about all of the different types of readers they have, the different types of access systems they have, all the different hubs they have. And they've got quite a few options these days. They recently came out with the new ones, I think the Generation 2 or 3, the
Yeah.
Pros,
Generation 3 one.
Generation 3, yep. Um,
Yes.
that has the touch pass support for iPhones, where you can pretty much just tap your phone on it and you can get access to the door. So that's really cool. They also have the gate starter kit now, so you can use it for like gates. If you have like a house kind of like off the road or something, you can have a gate with a Ubiquiti lock on it now, and you can authenticate with Ubiquiti through there. They also have elevator stuff, which I have not even looked
Mm.
at before, but they've got quite a lot of options now.
Yeah.
So I think we should just take a look on their website and just start going through the different options. It's
Yeah.
very similar to UniFi Protect. A lot of times you'll want to run UniFi Access on the same console as UniFi Protect, since you'll get the benefit of having the recordings and the cameras sync to UniFi Protect. That way, for you can have a recording of somebody getting access to a room or something, somebody scanning in. You can easily go through UniFi. I think it's on UniFi Access, but you can view the recordings there from the Protect camera. It'll like match the timestamp and stuff. So that's really cool to see.
Yeah. Basically, they did an integration within the UniFi Protect and the Access. So even you can check on the UniFi Access when there is a door is a lock or unlock, it will be recorded with the UniFi Protect cameras. So that kind of integration they did.
Yeah, I think that's really cool, and I think that's what a lot of people are looking for with the system. Kind of like UniFi at this point, they want to be able to have those features sync between the different platforms. Although like cameras and access are a little different, it's nice that they can sync together. That one kind of ecosystem is really nice for a lot of applications I could see. Um, I've used it at a site. It's really nice. You can easily view on the recent unlock screen. You can literally click the play button. It'll play back the like unlocking event, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to screen share. Oh, sharing is not turned on. Okay. Um, okay, so I'm going to move this window over here, and everybody should be able to see this now. This
Yeah.
is the UniFi door access section on their website. They've got all of the products here. I'm going to go from kind of start to finish. First, let's talk about how to host UniFi Access. So like I mentioned, you kind of do want to run it on the same console as UniFi Protect, just because you get those cameras to be able to sync. But also for if you have UniFi Identity, you'll be able to have the same users across both platforms, which is
Yes.
kind of nice. So the options to run UniFi Protect in Access include the Enterprise Network Video Recorder. This is their most
Mhm.
expensive option. It's got the redundant power supplies. It's meant for kind of larger installations, I would say.
Yep.
We have the Network Video Recorder Pro, which is what I've used. I mean, I've also used other ones, but right now I'm using this at a site. I have these in a stacked configuration, so we get the benefit of both NVRs. The cameras are kind of spread amongst the two. And UniFi Access does also run on that as well. I think at the very bottom, they also have the network video recorder that is out of stock.
Yes.
Um,
Ah,
it,
yeah. So basically in the list, they should add the cloud key also, because the cloud key also
Yes,
supports the cloud key plus.
yes,
So
you're
I
right.
think it was out of stock, something, so they didn't put in the network video recorder. Yes.
Yes. So the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus, or just the Cloud Key Plus as they call it now, is another way you
Mhm.
can do it because it does have an SSD or hard drive inside of it to record UniFi Protect cameras. You can also run Access on that as well. And of course, you can do it in all of their kind of cloud or Dream machines. They all support UniFi
Yeah.
Access to my knowledge.
Yes, they do support like the machine C and the Pro Max also support that.
Yep. So a lot of options to run UniFi
Yeah.
Access. You cannot self-host it. The only thing you can self-host from Ubiquiti is either UISP or their network
And the
application.
Unify network. Yeah.
Yep. Or of course you can use Hostify as well.
Yeah.
So let's look at the readers here. So they, in the past, they've had some options that don't have screens at all. Actually, they still do have them down here. These are more budget-friendly options of access readers. And basically, you kind of just scan a NFC card on them, and it does authenticate
Mhm.
that way. The new ones, the Gen 3s, like I mentioned earlier, they also have touchpad support. So pretty much you just tap your phone on it, and it'll authenticate. Your phone can even be turned off, from what I've heard, which is really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a support the third party generation access reader with a Apple Touch Pass support you can see right now.
yep, and
Even you can use the Apple wallet also, use that card, NFC, and all those things on
okay.
that.
Yeah, so the only downside is that you only get 10 of the Touch Pass licenses, and you only get those for
Yes.
1 year included. After that, you have to pay some kind of fee. I don't remember what it was. But I heard that is because of Apple's setup, however they have it going on. Apple charges Ubiquiti for the license, so Ubiquiti is just passing that cost along to the consumer. And that's not a big deal
Yeah.
because these readers are so cheap. Like in my mind, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's a one-time investment you pay on that access, and then for that option you have to pay for the subscription type like thing
Yeah.
after 1 year.
Yep. So alongside that, they also have the readers that do have the screens. And these are really nice for kind of like almost like a doorbell kind of, where you can kind of
Yeah.
have a screen on it. You can push button to talk to somebody. There's a camera on it as well. That's really nice. You can also, I believe, tap in a PIN code to unlock. They have all kinds of configurations you can use for a PIN code to unlock it. Although I don't see it on here. You could, at least on
Uh,
the old
it,
model.
it's on the it was on the old model because
Oh,
that
the
it
okay.
is not broad that much. You can see the size of it, G3 and G2. So if you check here,
Hmm.
second, because it got only 4.7 touch screen.
Yeah,
Right now, yeah, there is an option to set the pin, I think. You
there
can
is an
use a
option.
pin. Yeah, yeah, there
Okay.
is.
Yeah, you can use, I
Yeah,
believe it's a 6-digit pin code. I don't think they let you do 4-digit pins. Just more
yeah.
secure at 6 digits, but that's another option to authenticate.
The best thing, like they have integrated with the UniFi identity. So you can use that identity mobile app to just unlock and lock the door.
Yes. So it's really easy. You pretty much just hold up your phone, and on the Unified Identity app, you just push the button to open the door. And that's no
Yeah.
subscription. That's free if you just run it locally on your console. You just got to
Hmm.
basically send somebody the link to it, share the link, and they can open it on their app. And there's no account needed or anything like that. You just push the
Yes.
button to unlock the door. It's pretty simple.
Even this smallest design, they have a speaker inbuilt and all those face lock camera and everything.
Yeah, so they have that two-way audio. You're able to talk and listen on it as well. It's IP55 rated, which means you can kind of put it outside,
Yeah.
and it kind of you'll see that like bump out right there. Basically, that goes into the wall, and so the longer part sticks out of the wall. Um,
Hmm.
it's pretty clean. It looks really nice in person when it's
Yeah,
mounted.
I mean, the installation, if you check, this looks pretty clean. I mean, there is no doubt. If you can check here, and when you scroll down, you can see the product.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
how does it look?
yeah. So you'll see here is kind of an example of it being mounted on the wall. It's pretty clean. Um, really nice. You can scan your NFC kind of towards the bottom. That's the only thing. It's a little hard to find the spot at first to scan, in my
Mhm.
opinion, but it's still really cool. I like it.
I mean, the best thing is like there is a touch support also given they have. You can just toggle up and use the pin.
Yeah.
So that's a nice thing. And I mean, previously they have stopped doing those access reader which come in the oval shapes. I mean, they have stopped providing
Yes.
that thing.
That was the
That was
Gen
kind of,
1.
yeah, Gen 1. It has like all the even, I mean, in that case you can set the password also. Like it was a password base. I mean, the keypad you get on the touch bar, like one to all numeric keypad also, and uh, all the letters keypad. So they stop, I think, manufacturing that because it was getting a lot of issues,
Yeah.
like productions, like the screen getting I mean burn, the green line screen, so it was getting very faulty. So they have stopped the production of that, and they have started with the new generation of the reader and all this reader pro.
Yep. Yeah, and I personally like the design of the new generation better than the old ones. I think this looks a
Yeah,
lot more in line with the rest of their products.
yeah,
So alongside that, we now have the Reader Flex. This is new. They didn't have a Gen 2 version of this. And this is where you can actually type in the
mm,
code kind of in these buttons here. It also does support TouchPass again.
yes,
Um, and I believe this can work with any Access hub, if I remember correctly.
yeah. There is no, I mean, I mean, compatibility, it should work with any hub. There is no such compatibility issues on that. Only thing is does not work with the Ultra thing because UA Ultra is a built-in
Yeah.
hub. It's a for a single door. So
Yep.
this is a pretty, I mean, even you can use for the access door hub, or they have a different hub options like the mini hub.
Yep.
Even that it works.
Yeah, actually, let's skip ahead and look at the hubs. So they have a couple options here depending on your installation. So they have
Hmm.
options for just a single door, and that's the same. They also have a two-door option, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh no, for a single
I
door.
mean,
Then
yeah,
they,
yeah, it's like it is a hub mini, and it is just for a, I mean, single door hub. But here you get additional inputs like you can put PoE ports and one lock terminals on that within that same hub. But it will be only for the single door hub for a
got
single
it.
door. It is not like a enterprise access hub and the other one, the door access hub.
Yeah. So the Enterprise Access Hub, where is that one?
I mean, yeah, if you scroll up, you will see the first. Yeah.
Oh, I see right there. Enterprise Access Hub. This one does 8 doors, I believe. And you can also add a battery backup inside of it. So this is a hub for probably a larger building that has a bunch of different doors you'd want door access on.
Yeah.
It's a lot more cost effective than getting, and a lot easier to install than to get a bunch of the different door hubs. So
Yeah. Because this, you will get like access. I mean, this is under the box, the NEMA box. You can see the utility box inside that hub box, and it's very e useful to mount and place it somewhere because you get a box inside that, and you can place all those hubs and the battery backup for a
yep,
clean.
yeah, very clean install. It comes with an
Yeah.
integrated PoE switch as well, which is
Yes.
nice. So you can power the readers that we were just showing, and that's for $1,000.
I mean, that's $1,000 I mean, not a bad price.
Yeah,
It's a good one if you are going multiple doors with a single.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the price isn't really bad. Um, let's go back up here. There we go. So that was the Reader Flex and the Reader. The Reader is pretty much the most bare bones. You can only scan on it or do touch pass. You can't do a pin code. You can't do anything else. No facial access or anything like that.
Yes.
So it's also the cheapest option, I believe.
As compared to the G2 or G3 Reader Pro.
Yes, yes. Yep. So it's 359 for the Reader Pro, 199 for the Reader Flex, and 139 for the Reader.
Yeah, but the only thing with the Reader Pro, you got the screen and the face unlock. That's the feature they have added.
Yeah.
And it also has two-way audio also because it got a speaker and microphone as well as.
Yeah, so that is really nice. You can like kind of like buzz people in. You can watch them on the camera, talk to them,
Yes.
and then let them in the building. So next we have the intercom, which is actually kind of dissimilar to what we described, although this is for probably more like apartment type buildings where they
Mhm.
have visitors sometimes, but they also have like people that can just type in a PIN code to unlock it.
Hmm.
They also have like a doorbell on it. I'm trying to open this image. There we go.
Ye-
They also have the doorbell on it to request entry, a 7-inch screen, and there's all kinds of options to unlock it. You can use the Identity mobile app, the QR code, Touch Pass.
yes. You can use a NFC card to unlock it,
Yeah.
and it got a lot of feature because it got the bigger screen, and even it got a LED floodlight on that. When someone is there on the intercom, it will just flood the reflect the light on the face
Hmm.
of that person, so it will be shown on the other end, like who is on the door. And
Yes.
even you can use a doorbell request for the entry. If you know the passcode, you can just enter the passcode. Even it got an options like the QR code, you can just scan from your uh, phone and unlock with the unified identity app and even the touch pass.
Yeah, that's really nice. It's a really flexible option. Really cool option as well. It's $479, and I believe this also does work with the Access Hub.
I mean, right now this Access Hub, you can just integrate with the UniFi Protect cameras for unlocking and locking the door. So even someone is, I mean, the best part is like right now everyone is using on their license plate. Like when some
Yeah.
of the car enters the door, it those LPR cameras, the plate reader cameras, just read the license of that cameras. If the known plate license plate, it will just open up the barrier and then you can go inside. So it is a kind of like functionality you can integrate. That's integration you can do with the UniFi Protect as well as the UniFi Access. So uh, yeah, it works. I mean, both application work simultaneously with different features.
Yeah, and it is really nice, like you said, like it does work really well, especially like that's another reason you have to have Protect on the same console as UniFi Access
Yes.
so the cameras do sync over. But
Yes.
that is something you can do. You can do the, I believe they call it the alarm manager.
Yeah,
Um,
under the alarm manager, you can just trigger everything like uh even known faces. Like if
mhm.
you're the known, you can set the known faces and it will just so in that thing, like what you need to do, you have to put the cameras which has face features like face identity, face feature, motion features. If you have older G3 cameras which does not have those features, it won't work. It worked with the latest cameras of the Pro series, G5 Pro, G4 Pro, AI Pro, and all those cameras, AI Turret Ultra, and all
Yeah.
those cameras. Those have face detections, which detect the face of someone. So you can, under the alarm manager, you can set a trigger for the known faces. It will get a trigger and the gate will be unlocked. So you can just use all those trigger.
Yep. So Next, we have the gate hub, which is kind of basically like the door hub, but it's specifically made for gates. In this,
Yes.
kind of like he was just saying, you can have the license plate is a great example of something you can do with UniFi Protect and UniFi Access. You can, if it sees a license plate, it can open the gate. Um, really cool,
Yeah.
and that's 279. They also have some starter kits, which basically just gives you everything you need to get started with it in kind of a more preset configuration. So they've got the G3 door starter kit, which gives you a mini access hub, the reader, and then a couple of the NFC tags that you can use to scan in to the door.
Yeah. So kit is something like you will get one thing on that, like to get started of the Unify access. You will get all those NFC card and reader, one reader and one key fob for the access. So
Yeah,
you can just set up it for your networks.
yep, and they have the door starter kit for 289. They have the gate starter kit for 699, and then the elevator
Yes.
starter kit for 999. Which the
Yeah.
elevator starter kit is a nice, it's pretty similar. It comes with the, I believe it's actually a G2 reader. Yeah, a G2 reader, the elevator hub, which basically just the same thing as a door hub, but made for elevators. And it can do up to 18 floors.
18 with digital inputs. Yes.
Yep, and that's 999.
I mean these access hub and starter kit pretty much do all those stuff like for the gate, door, and now for the elevator. So
Yeah,
with this lineup, it will be fully set up on your environment. Like if you're looking on your network, like for anything to integrate with the UniFi access, like same, you can use all these devices like the starter kit on the elevator, gate, and door. It
yeah,
will get all synchronized and works well with the ecosystem. So just scroll down, you'll see the demo video of that. How does
For
that
UniFi Access
just
deployments with elevators, we
see?
designed the new Elevator
It
Starter
will
Kit
show that
for authorized floor selection using an
yep,
in-elevator access reader. It supports
that's
up
a
to
building
18 floors
and
and
this
includes
reader
digital
light inside
inputs for
that
car
elevator.
status, car position, and fire
So
alarm
you can
system
see this
integration.
all of car position status.
yep, and emergency as well.
Yes.
Yep, so that's a really cool device. Does a lot of stuff. And I think, yeah, I said it was 999 for that starter kit.
Hmm.
Next, they have the access cards, which is basically just an NFC card. They are
Yeah.
actually more secure cards. I believe you cannot copy the cards um, like you typically could with an NFC card. So they're a little more secure. It's $30 for a 10 pack, black or white.
You can get color options like white and black.
Yep.
So you
You
can
can,
see the compatibility with which reader all these NFC card works. So you can see the list of the compatibility.
yep.
The
So it's,
G G2 Pro, G3 Pro, Flex.
yep. So pretty much it's compatible with most of the recent readers, or actually all of the recent readers, it looks like.
Hmm.
So next we have the intercom viewer, which is pretty much
Yeah.
just for visitor screening. It's kind of how they worded it on their
Yeah.
website.
Because it put a bigger screen like for
Yeah.
intercom.
Yep. So it works kind of alongside the other intercom right there.
Inter yeah. And the intercom at the door and this will be on the other end.
Yeah. So this will allow you to see kind of who's at the door and all that kind of stuff. Let them in. And it's 199, compatible with the
Yeah.
G3 Pro, G2 Pro, and obviously the intercom as well.
Intercom. Yeah.
Next, this is a recent one they just came out with. It's a PoE over two wire extender. Um,
Extender.
this is an interesting one. Basically, it allows you to use a coax cable, but run
Yeah,
PoE over it.
yeah.
So it's a lot. It's pretty low speed, I think. Yeah. So depending on how long your cable is,
The cable length is depending on that, the speed depends. Like if you have
yes.
50 meter, you will get the good speed. As soon as you increase the cable length, the speed will be decreased. And you can see the maximum output also on that maximum bandwidth also.
Yep. So it looks like you can go about 400 meters maximum to get about 82 megabits per second and 3 watts of maximum output from the device,
Yeah.
which is interesting because it has bandwidth on there twice. Oh, wait, I see. That's depending on the type of cable. So RG6
Yeah.
cable, yeah.
And the UTP-24G.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So RG6 is typical coax cable, um, from what I've seen at least. So you can do 82 megabits per second with 3 watts. You can only do 75 megabits per second and 3 watts on the UTP 24 gauge cable at 300 meters. So you can only go 100 meters less than the RG6 cable. But
Yeah.
basically, this device just is a $99 thing. It's really nice if you don't have Ethernet in your walls. You could use
Hmm.
the existing coax cable pretty easily.
And you can pair it.
You can, what was that?
I mean, yeah, you can just use that coaxial cable like just to extend that. So
Yeah,
similarly, you can power it with that extender, your G2 Reader Pro, all
yep.
those things with a PoE plus.
Yeah, so it basically just lets you, yeah, if it is a longer run, you can kind of run it long ways and still get some power out of it for a
Yeah.
reader or something if it's pretty far from the hub, which is kind of cool.
Hmm.
Okay, so next we just have a bunch of different mounts and junction
Yeah.
boxes. There's a lot of ways you
They
can
have,
mount these things. Um,
yeah, they have a lots of accessories. You will see for each reader and the in, in, intercom and everything you can see.
yeah, yeah. So they have some of the sun shields you can use for the outdoor ones. They've got the angle mounts, more angle mounts, junction boxes. They also have the table stand for the intercom viewer, which is kind of cool. It allows you to set it on a table and maybe at like a conference room, they could let people in. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of cool things you can do. They also have a junction utility box, um, which is meant for the Access hubs and accessories. Basically, just kind of like the Flex utility box. It does lock.
Yeah.
It comes with a key, and
Because this utility box they have I mean put in the demo also, like put a log on that utility, it will get log and log. I mean, I've seen in that conference they have put all those stuffs in that utility box, like
mhm.
with they have put under that the hub mini and all those stuffs. Like even you can put other hub also. I'm not sure if that other gate door hub it will fit inside this utility.
There was a compatibility list, so we could probably check compatibility. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it looks like
it,
it
it
does.
I mean it is the same for the UniFi's ultra switches also. You can see they have the same thing. Like it supported the Flex Ultra switches also.
Hmm.
The compatibility shows everything. Like with this utility box, you can use all those
All those devices.
devices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a comment from a viewer that said it's disappointing that they don't offer different colors for these starter kits, which is true. You can only get the starter kits in white, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty, I mean, they should right now they should start bringing the colors on them because this white color, not everyone likes this white color because
Yeah,
as you know, it get dirty.
it does. Yeah, very fast.
like very fast. I mean, during the installation time, it get even dirty.
Yep.
Well, the best thing with the AP, they provide a plastic sheet on that AP
Yep.
access point. So with these, it doesn't have anything. I mean, so during the installation, it gets dirty. So if you get something like a play, even they just provide some, I mean, skin for these. If
Right.
they can't provide the other color option, they should provide a skin of that with these design.
Yeah.
I'm sure, I
That is
am sure that everyone will love so if they provide those skin and even the color options,
right.
maybe.
Yep. Yeah, the white does get very dirty very fast, especially when you're installing it, because a lot of times you gotta like click it in, so you have to like put a lot of pressure on it. You have to be able to touch it. So, yeah,
Yeah, either you use the gloves.
right. Next is the access button, which is just a simple little button, push to exit. Works with a
Yeah.
lot of different ones. This is $39. They have like if you go on Amazon, you can get ones for a lot cheaper. But this is a Ubiquiti brand access button, and it comes with all of the mounts and stuff you'll need, all the screws. So that is kind of nice.
Similarly, if you check for the NFC card also, that is also cheaper you can get from Amazon.
Right. Yep.
But still, if you go for the Ubiquiti, you have to pay that amount.
Yes.
Similarly for the access button also.
Yep. So, I mean, the thing with the NFC cards is the Ubiquiti ones don't allow you to copy them. I don't know if Amazon sells like off-brand versions of that. I haven't looked before.
I
But
have the Amazon one. I'm not sure if I can copy, but I
okay.
will give it a try.
Yeah.
I will try to see if I can copy on the other NFC card.
Yep. Next, we
So,
have the magnetic lock, which you
and
have
the
two
electric.
different options. One that only holds 600 pounds and one that does 1,200 pounds, or 270 kilograms, or 540 kilograms. Um, so this basically will kind of lock to a magnet on the door, allowing you to
Yeah.
not open the door. The
Hmm.
problem with these is that if your power goes out, I believe it will unlock the door.
Yeah, I mean, it is a fail-safe magnetic lock.
Oh, it is?
So
Okay.
yeah, it's a fail-safe, and the other one is fail-secure.
Okay. So I guess that is something
So
to,
yeah, I mean, Ubiquiti does not provide fail-safe and secure. If you go with the third-party locks, they have both fail-safe as well as secure. So you have to use those terminals on that. So with these, I think it's a fail-safe. If you check for the electric, it says fail-secure.
yes, I do think that electric is fail secure. Yep.
Yeah.
So this one will stay locked when the power goes out.
Yeah.
Um, but the thing with this one is if the power does go out, you're still able to actually open the door and leave because the handle doesn't go through this. With the magnetic
Yeah.
lock, if it is a fail secure one, that would mean you cannot push the door open if the power goes out.
Yes.
So that's just something to consider there. You want to make sure you can still exit the building or get in the building if the power goes out if you do get a fail secure magnetic lock.
I mean, I mean, due to that, they have added all those accessories, the push to exit key button, or this.
Yes.
Even they have done lots of customization, like the first entry door person on that access. So, do you have access on your network?
Not on my network here. There is at a client's site, but it's not on any exterior doors right now. It's just
I
on
mean,
like,
I just have one on my site. I was using the electric lock
mhm.
with the. Just let me get it right now. So I'm using the UA Ultra, which is a single door access. I think have we covered that? The
We have
UA Ultra?
not. Oh, it's out of
Yeah.
stock. That's why it didn't show up.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do really like the Access Ultra. I've used one of these before. It's $129, but it does have kind of a built-in hub to where you can have your electric lock from like run from the
Mm.
back of it. So it is kind of like an all-in-one device. It's just PoE powered. I can't zoom in. But you get
Yeah.
four like plugs, two for the actual lock and two for a push to exit button that you can have as well.
Yeah, you can have one tamper switch. I mean, it had a tamper switch. You can have one push to exit button. You because it got a four lock terminal on that. You can
Mm-hmm.
see that support for 12 baud. So you can use all those options, one for the locking and one for the push to exit for the emergency. You can use that wiring on that terminal. You can use that. So I've done a video on it. Like if anyone wants to check out, you can
Yeah.
check out my channel, that UA Ultra. And if I can share the screen so I can show you the interface
Yes.
of that UniFi Access. Just give me a second. My internet. Okay. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay, this is the UniFi Access Ultra I'm running, and you can see the device. Okay, so right now you see this is the office door. I have named the office door as a UniFi Access Ultra. So you can see the model, IP address, the version device, and everything, the uptime. And this is the inside you can check, like your last day or 1 week. Is there any activities done on that or not? So you can, I think right now I have an internet issue. That's why
Ah,
you won't see all those stuffs. So, but here the terminal you can see the mode exit request I have set as unlock door, and the trigger level I've set as close action, which is normally open. There are two options, like open active, which is normally close, and the lock I have set as a trigger level as a close active, which is normally open, and the unlock duration is set to 10 seconds. You can just set it for, like, if you unlock the door, Sam, within a 1 second, it will lock the door again. And this is the tamper options. You can just enable it. If someone tried to remove your Access Ultra from the location, the tamper switch, I mean the sensor will get alert, and it will just give the silent alarm, like beep beep alarm, and the LEDs also will be red on that. And from here you can just add a door attendant, like if you want to add a door attendant, and you can just uh, choose any door attendant on that list. And this is the access method, like if you added an NFC card, you can just use that option. You can even use the mobile unlock, even with the mobile button, as well as a mobile tap. Also, you can just tap when you open the identity app. You just have to tap the iPhone on that or Android phone, just on the access, it will unlock the door. And here you, like right now it was, I'm using the custom one, I think. You can see this timing it gets unlocked, and here you can choose the holiday exceptions or first person in requirement. So you can see the door remain unlocked after the authorized user designated as the first to enter unlocks it during the schedule unlock period. It automatically lock again after the schedule ends. So that's option it has on the log. If you check here under the settings of the UniFi Access Ultra, you will see all these options, like, and these all are for the G2 Reader Pro, G3 Reader Pro. You can set the pin for the 4, 6, and 8 digit. If on the fixed length or the variable length, you can use that. And if you want to manage the video recording on that, even you can check these options, and you can just manage the video recording and go to the recording manager. And this is also for the maximum call and view duration. Like if you have intercom, G2 Reader Pro, and all those things, it will use for this view durations of the call. And you can set the data retention and everything. Here is the policies. I will leave this. Just give me a second. Okay, so here is the policies you can set. If you want to create any new policies for your door entry, you can just set the new policy here. Like you can set the location, set the user which will access the door and everything. And then here you can schedule. As you can see, I've already set a schedule one. But if you want, you can just set a schedule, and even for the holidays also, you can turn it on or off. This is a card inventory. If you're using Apple Card, or if you're using, I mean, sorry, if you're using the Ubiquiti NFC card, it will be shown up here. But right now I'm using the third party. You can see the assign to which user you can add NFC card. Just click on the add NFC card and for which door. And after that, if you continue, you have to just hold the NFC card on that. It will read it and it will be shown here on the screen. And you can just name it office door access something. And this is the touch path option, which is basically on the new generation uh, readers. You can see this what we were talking before.
Yeah.
Even you can use the Apple wallet also. You can see this is how it works.
Yeah, I'm really excited
And
to try it.
yeah, you should try it. And here you can create a visitors information all schedule. And this is the control plane. As you can see, what we have talked, the UNVR supports applications like the protect, access, and interface. So you need either UNVR, cloud keys, and all those applications to run the unified access.
Yep.
You can see the hubs and all those things because this Ultra is act as a hub as well as a reader also. So yeah, I'm about okay. I will stop the screen now. So that was it, like the interface of the UniFi Access Ultra, and you can use it in, I think most of them are using on their network and the enterprise everywhere. So
Yeah.
anything we have left for today?
I don't think
I
so.
think, yeah, I think we have covered pretty much everything.
I agree. Anything you have to add?
Uh,
Me neither. This
yeah,
went pretty quick
I
today.
think we got any questions?
I don't see any questions in my chat. I don't know if you're streaming, but I don't see
No, I'm
anything.
not streaming. I'm
You're
not
not?
streaming because I don't have any equipment right now with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I came here. I mean, I came to Singapore to get a UNAS Pro.
Really? That's
Yeah, I
funny.
just got it. You can see the box here right now.
That's awesome.
It's very heavy box. I mean,
Really?
you this is the box of UNAS Pro. You can see the
Nice.
box?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little blurry, but I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the background is blurry, so
Yep.
that's why you won't see that. I think I will carry this. I mean, I won't carry this box. I will just put the UNAS on the trolley and the luggage bag. I will carry that. I won't carry this box.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pretty heavy, I think. I mean, if you check the specifications of that, it is heavy, quite heavy.
Really? I have
Yeah,
not
without
looked.
mount and with mount, it goes up to 10 kg. I mean,
Wow. Well, that's exciting. You actually got one though. That's cool.
yeah. I didn't get the drives yet, but
Oh, yeah.
I will try to check I mean, what kind of storage and the production I want. So I think I should start with the 4 TB, or I think I should start with the basic production to get the
Yeah.
4 TB drives of the 4 TB drives, and then later on I will add it. So I'm kind of confusing. I should go with the 4 TB or 8 TB.
Yeah. What are you going to use it for?
I mean, for the storage. I don't have any storage right now on
Okay.
my network. I'm
Got it.
using the Google ones and it's almost like occupied. And when I'm using the Apple iCloud storage is also of 2 TB. I mean, it's very costly. You see, monthly you have to pay for that.
It is very costly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right. Well, that's really exciting. You got a UNAS. You'll have to make a video about it once you can.
I just did an unboxing like for the yesterday. I did an unboxing. Like I put it just a live. Like I don't have any equipment with the microphone. Just put
Ah,
from iPhone. I just did
got
a
it.
live unboxing of that, and I thought I will once I will back to India, I will just do the setup and everything video. It's
Gotcha.
very heavy. I thought it won't be much heavy,
Mm-hmm.
but by holding on the hand, you can feel the weight. So
Wow.
it's kind of similar to that of the UNVR Pro, the same
Yeah.
form factor of the UNVR Pro. You can see that. So I think with the I was reading the community right now, they have added a support of RAID 6, I think.
Okay.
Previously, it won't have any support of the RAID 6, like 0, RAID 1, RAID 5,
Mm-hmm.
and RAID 10. But right now, with the release candidate firmware, or not sure, the early access, they have
Yeah.
added the support for the RAID 6.
It's cool. So
Let
that's
Yeah,
better than RAID 5, right? Like
yeah,
it's
RAID 6
faster.
better than RAID 5.
Okay.
You get more protection on that,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
uh, without decreasing your storage also.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
So I was thinking what should drive, I mean, what storage drive I should go for, either 8 TB starting or 4 TB.
I mean, I
Could
would
you?
do 8 TB to start because if you get 4, you have to like move your data off of it to then upgrade again.
Yeah, I think I would go with the 8 TB. I
Mm-hmm.
should start with the one single hard drive or two or three. What do you say that?
I don't know how many drives RAID 6 requires, but I would start with probably 2. That way you have
Uh,
some protection.
I would start with the basics production and go with the two, I think. And
Yeah.
then if I want to go with the RAID, I will start adding the protection. So I think
Yeah.
I will try to get with the WD or the Seagate, I think.
I like Seagate a lot. I use those. I only use Seagate. I don't use WD anymore. I've had too many
Yeah.
WD drives die, but
Oh, so I think I should go with the Seagate
I
as
would
an
if it were me. Yeah.
I will go with the Iron Wolf Seagate.
Yeah.
That is defined for the NAS. I mean, so if you say they have designed for the NAS and
Yeah.
they have a good RPM and all those, the life cycle is great on that, I think.
On Seagate?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I agree.
Because I've used a Ubiquiti hard drive. They provide Toshiba, I think,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
enterprise one.
Interesting. I've never looked at the Ubiquiti drives. I haven't used those before. I've really
Yeah.
only used the Seagate ones.
Yes. If you take a look into the store.ui.com, you will see the hard drive there. So
Drive. Yeah, they sell
yeah, for everyone.
a 1, 8, 16, and 24 TB drive.
Yes.
The 8, 16, and 24 are all enterprise drives. Hmm, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's all I had for the stream today, unless you have
Yeah, I
anything
think.
else.
I'm not sure what should we cover next week, I think.
Um, what was it? I was thinking, have we talked about UniFi Talk yet?
No, I haven't talked. I mean, I haven't pretty much used the Unified Talk,
Okay.
but it will be nice to talk about it.
So I just ordered 10 UniFi Talk phones. So we could
Oh,
probably do a live stream about UniFi Talk, and I could probably bring one and we could try it out. I can do the free trial or something and see how
yeah,
it
yeah,
works.
sure. That's a pretty good idea, I think. We should go ahead and do
Yeah,
that.
awesome. Well, I will see you next week then for that stream. It was nice to
Yeah,
see you
see you next
today.
week.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you got a UNAS Pro.
yeah, yeah. I will put a video soon.
Good. I'll be watching for it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Cole.
All right,
See
see
you.
ya.
See you then. Bye.
All right, guys, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching the live stream. Thank you for joining. I will see you all next week. Hopefully, we'll do something with UniFi Talk. Thank you, Rob, for joining again to the live stream. It's great seeing you around. And I'm sure I will talk to you soon. So, everyone, have a great week. I will see you all next week for UniFi Talk.